Hi, welcome back to Create, Share, Inspire podcast. This is episode 500. What was it? It would be backwards 500. I don't know, whatever. If you're joining me live, please say hello. If you watch the recorded version of the podcast, that's fine. Please say hello as well. Making comments, we'll talk about that in a second. I'll just wait for people to pop over from pre-chat or notifications. So excited to see all of you this morning. What a big number. Thank you, Naomi. Hi, Pamela. And Butterfly Kisses, Chantel. Thanks for joining live. Happy 500 episode to all of you. Hi, Anne from Australia. Barbara, Glory, Jill, Joe, Christine, Christy, Annette. I am in Southwest Florida. Hi, Bee and Lucy, Lily, Dr. Pamela, Sandshell, Annette, Linda, Bee, Butterfly Kisses, Tammy, good morning. Happy 500th episode of Create, Share, Inspire podcast, and especially happy 500th episode to all of you. This would not be happening if it wasn't for all of you, and I know so many of you have been here from the beginning or close to the beginning. Hi, Gail and Judy. Thank you so much. Thank you, Christine. Thank you, Brenda. Happy 500 episode to all of you. This would not be happening if it wasn't for you. Some of you may remember that my idea was very different in the beginning. I thought people were going to be interested in watching. I'm stuck on my chair. Hold on a second. There. Maybe that'll be better. I thought people were going to be interested in watching me craft and not talk, and turns out that everybody was asking me questions and wanting to talk. And so after about the second or third podcast, I think, I started realizing that people were more interested in chatting with me than actually just watching me knit and crochet, which was very interesting. I didn't think I was that interesting. No, just kidding. Anyway, so fast forward 500 episodes, my goodness. So many of you have been here from the beginning. Hi, Cherie. Thank you, Gail. So yesterday, you know how I come up with challenges for myself. So yesterday in the middle of the day, I decided I wanted to have an outfit to wear today, and hopefully a pattern and videos for you before the episode went live this morning. So I started making these sleeves for one of my favorite Amazon dresses and started work. So I designed them, made the sleeves, made the chart, wrote the instructions, so I made one sleeve, then did all that, then made the second sleeve on camera to make the videos for it. All I needed to do was sew them in this morning and hopefully take a photo shoot so that everything could go live before the podcast started, which is why I set the podcast to be 15 minutes late. I thought 15 minutes would be plenty. So I got up at 5 o'clock this morning. I did the video of sewing the sleeves in place and ran out of time, obviously. I mean, just talk about keeping it real. I threw on shoes to take my garbage can out to the curb this morning because it's garbage day, in the middle of doing all those videos and scrambling to get to the podcast on time. Anyway, the videos are done for the short sleeve version. I have a gorgeous chart for the sleeves. I have a 4-part video series done, as well as the pattern, and then the 5th video will be how to turn these into long sleeves. But I feel like the 4-part video series is plenty to get started. So other than photos, I got everything else done in the last 24 hours. So amazing. So it's not ready now, but if you're subscribed to my YouTube channel, you'll get notified when the videos go live. If you're on my mailing list, you'll get an email sending you a link to the free pattern page with the chart, an ad-free PDF download, and all the videos. So either way, whether you're subscribed here or on my mailing list or both, you'll get everything relatively quickly. Yes, it was a lot of work, Melissa. I busted my booty till well after midnight last night and then started again at 5 a.m. But I really wanted to have something special today for our 500th episode. I wanted to wear something cute and I wanted to have something to give you. So that's not ready, but there are other things that I've planned on doing today. And before I get started on, well, let's start with this. So, like I said in the beginning of the episode, this would not be happening if it wasn't for all of you. So many of you have been here from the beginning. So many of you have not only become friends with each other, but through the Facebook group for Create, Share, Inspire podcast, as well as offline. So many friendships have developed because of this podcast, and so many people have connected with other people around the world. It's been so special to watch all of that happening from my point of view, and it's been amazing to see how many people have overcome their fears of trying new techniques and, stepping outside their comfort zone to learn new things. Maybe it's going from scarves to making shawls, or going from shawls to making garments. I've watched so many people make their first garment with some of the books that and patterns that I've released in the 2 years that we've been doing the podcast. And so it has been such a gift for me to watch all of you blossom over the last 500 episodes. So I just want to say congratulations to all of you. Not only have you stuck it out with me, show up every day. It's a big deal to be accountable, and accountability is something, and routine are part of the steps of being successful people in life, right? And so you have put in the time and the effort to show up and support me. And I just want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for that, because without you, we wouldn't even be here. So what I thought would be super fun is, you know how when the podcast is live, the comments scroll, but then when it goes to recording, they stay. And then I have the ability to read them, but so do you. I thought it would be so fun if after this goes to recording today, if everybody who felt inclined, if you don't want to participate, that's totally fine too. But anybody that wants to participate and leave a comment, maybe share your favorite episodes, or share something that's changed in your life because of the podcast, or anything you want to share that makes you excited about the 500th episode, whatever. If something that you would like to share with all of us, please leave a comment about it. I would love to read all of them later today. I know that would be such a precious gift for me as well. And what I'm going to do then is tomorrow morning before the podcast, I'm going to randomly pick names for prizes from all of those comments. The only way to really pick winners to give away prizes is to go by those comments, I figured. So I will randomly pick winners for prizes. I'm going to be giving away yarn and books and Wrapture and bags and all sorts of things. And so I'll be giving away the big prizes first as I'm picking up the random names. And then after that, nobody's going to go home without a prize. So after I randomly pick those, I will pick winners after that, and everybody will at least win a PDF pattern. Excuse me. So everybody will win. I figured I may as well go Oprah style for the 500th episode. We don't have cars to give away, but we can give a prize to everybody who participates. So anybody who feels welcome to leave comments when this goes to recording, I know I would love to hear your thoughts, whether it's about a favorite episode or something that's changed in your life or something that you've learned, anything you feel like you would like to share with me and everybody else who'll be watching. 'Cause I know other people are going to really enjoy reading the comments as well. Hi, Faye. Thanks for joining live. I know it's a big deal for you to join live from California, so thank you. Thanks, Christine. The sleeves turned out so cute. I made them in Be So Fine yarn in colorway Passionate Plum, and it just so happens to match one of my Amazon dresses. You know, one of my favorite t-shirt dresses. I'll back up a little bit so you can see more of it. The sleeves match perfectly. I will be making them long sleeve eventually too, but I wanted to separate out the instructions so that anybody who wanted to make them short sleeve could as well. So there will be a 3 or 4 part video series available later today with a link to a free pattern page with this fantastic chart and written instructions, plus a link to an ad-free PDF download, and you'll be able to make these sleeves the same size I made them, and I will explain how to adjust the pattern to make it in other sizes. This has the most simple type of shaping, so whether you want to make them smaller or larger, it will be very easy for you to modify this pattern. So how awesome is that too? What I did was change the size of the shells for shaping. And so as I made them bigger, I went from a small to a medium. And then if you wanted to go large, XL, 2X, and so on and so forth, you would continue increasing those shells. And what's really awesome about that is for anybody who's interested in making long sleeves, remember how we talked the other day, some people like their sleeves to bell, some people like their sleeves to be straight, and some people like their sleeves to taper. Well, because of this super simple shaping style in the actual stitch pattern, you'll be able to make the sleeves in any style you want by adjusting the size of the shells. Now, that involves designing for yourself and customizing for yourself. So will there be some trial and error? Yes, but guess what? All of it's done after you sew the short sleeves to your top or your dress or whatever you're going to sew them to, so that you can try it on as you go. Isn't that fantastic as well? Think about all the different ways you could make this with bling yarn instead and make it shimmery. You could add beads. There's a few different spots in here that I think beads would add nicely. Thanks, Donna. I curled my hair with hot rollers this morning, and it's already probably down to 30% of the volume. So by the end of the podcast, it'll be flat. I don't care. Hi, Lillian. Lillian, I'm so happy you feel special like it's your birthday. That's awesome. I am missing so many comments, but I know you guys are excited. I can feel the energy too, and thank you, thank you, thank you so much. It's going to be so fun to read all the comments today and then choose winners tomorrow. So I brought some stuff to show you what I'll be giving away. Faye, oh Faye, you can't even buy this style in stores? Well, that's even better. That's awesome. So I made them long enough to go all the way around the sleeve opening, which is going to be perfect so that you can work easily in the round now. Thanks, Cherie. Oh, thank you, Fruity something. I couldn't read your whole name, but hi, Tammy. Thank you. Congratulations to you as well on 500 episodes. None of this would be happening without all of you. So thank you so much for showing up every day, in the morning, in the evening. Thank you for your patience when I have technical difficulties, whether it's at the beach or wherever. We've had some crazy things, but how are we, after 500 episodes, surely we're going to have some crazy things, right? I love the vest in the back of you. This is the Summer Love Vest. This is a newly re-released pattern. You can find that on my blog. It has charts and written instructions for lots of sizes. And I've hidden all the sneak peeks this morning because I probably shouldn't show things until they're released. That's not very nice. All my nurses want your book. Oh, like autobiography book? Is that what you mean? Or do you want some of my crochet books? Because I was going to mention some of these this morning. So some of the things that I will be giving away for prizes, I will be giving away Motif Magic and Layers Knit, 80 Handmade Gifts, and Layers Crochet. I will be giving away autographed copies of those. I will also be giving away copies of 88 Crochet Stitch Dictionary and and the Create, Share, Inspire notebooks. This is issue 1. This is 5. These aren't in order, but that's okay. This is 3. This is 4. And this is 6. 7 should be here any day. If 7 shows up today, that will be included with the prizes. And I will be giving away yarn and books. I will be giving away bottles of Wrapture and laundry bags. I could open this up. I don't know if we've opened one up in a while on here. I wanted you to see the amazing size that my laundry bags come in. I had them made extra large because, you know what? I think it's wonderful to be able to organize your laundry in the washing machine. So I organize either lingerie in one, athletic stuff. So I'll put my the stuff that I wear to the gym. So what are they called? Sports bras and socks in there. Another one I'll do my regular lingerie. And I just think it's really awesome to keep your laundry separated in the washing machine. I don't lose nearly as many socks this way. And especially if you wanted to hand wash something larger like an Afghan or gentle cycle machine wash something large like an Afghan or a sweater or a couple of sweaters. It's a very generous size for that. And it has a zipper on the front there. And it's that really fine mesh. Yes, this is the 500th episode, Luna. And if you get a chance to go back and watch the earlier section of it, it'll explain the contest and all the different ways you can win prizes later today. Then the other, let's see, did I bring all the yarns? Probably not, but I will be giving away lots of yarn in my random name generator for the comments later. So if you, I'll explain it again in a minute. So I'll be giving away some Be So Baby yarn, Be So Fine yarn, Be So Fine bling, Be So Sporty bling, Be So Sporty yarn, Be So Tender yarn. I've got some Be So Cozy yarn here. I just grabbed some things. I will be giving away at least one of everything that I have when I pick names tomorrow. So you're going to want to leave those comments if you feel comfortable. If you don't, that's fine too. It's totally fine. But anybody that wants to leave comments about, so here's the deal. So the comments that we're watching right now are for the live stream. Those don't count because they don't stay. Once this podcast goes recorded, like, what is it, a half hour after the show ends, then your comments go on the recorded video. And what I was asking everybody is if you could leave a comment. Maybe you have a favorite episode or something, a funny episode. Maybe I did something silly or funny. Or what about that time we saw that dolphin charging the shore? That's one of my favorite episodes. But anything that, or something that's happened in your life because of the podcast, or some story that you want to share with all of us related to the podcast, I know I would love more than anything to read those later today. And I know a lot of people here would also love to read those. We have such an amazing community here at the Create, Share, Inspire podcast. So from those comments, I will randomly pick winners tomorrow morning and pick winners for yarn and books and Wrapture and laundry bags and everything else that I'm giving away. And then after that, nobody that leaves a comment will go home empty-handed. I'm going to do this Oprah style, not with cars, but at least giving a gift to everybody. So once I've chosen winners for all of the physical gifts, everybody else that leaves a comment on this recorded version of this video will receive a PDF pattern from me as well. Yeah, so it'll be fun, and it'll be a gift for all of us, because to be able to read what other people's experiences have been because of the podcast is going to be such a special gift for me and for everybody else too. Christine says these sleeves are going to be a gift. They're a gift for me too. I couldn't believe that I pulled it off. I hustled so hard. So yesterday I had this idea that I was going to make an outfit to wear today and have the pattern, the charts, and the videos all done, all before 7:45 this morning. And it got a little sketchy around midnight last night, and I was like, I don't think this is going, I don't know if I'm going to make it. So I bumped the podcast up 15 minutes thinking, oh, that'll be enough time. Got to set my alarm for 5. Finished the videos this morning, but instead of doing a photo shoot, realized I had to take the garbage out, and got distracted after that. And anyway, so today, later today, the pattern, with the chart, the written instructions, and the videos will be released. But and so if you're subscribed to my YouTube channel, you will get notified when they go live. If you're on my mailing list, you will get notified with links for where everything is. You can get, there's a link in the video description below that tells you how to sign up for my mailing list if you want to do that. And then there's a red button somewhere here on the screen where you can subscribe to my YouTube channel if you want. Your choice, totally up to you. And then there's a bell button next to the subscribe button if you want to get notified when I go live or get those pop-up notifications when I post new videos. And in order for that to work, sometimes it's a double opt-in where you have to check the notifications on your phone too. So if you go to settings for your YouTube app on whatever device, phone, tablet that you use, you can make sure that notifications are set up, and then that will work as well. So that's totally up to you. Oh, Becky, wouldn't that be fun? Funny that you say you could watch me all day. I have a crazy... somebody wants to know the name of the knit blouse. This is called the Bibiana top, and it is from my book, Layers Knit. You can find that pattern in Layers Knit, and it's also available as a single pattern download on my website. I'm guessing this is the one that you mean. Yeah, this is the Bibiana top. It's knit, and it's knit in the round seamlessly. So beautiful. And that's made in Be So Sporty yarn in Caribbean turquoise. Then we have the Morgana Cold Shoulder Cowl, which is from Layers Crochet. What else am I behind here? This is the Madison bag from Motif Magic, and this is the Summer Love vest, which you can find on my podcast. Oh, so back to the comments about you could watch all day. You made your dress. I did not make the dress. The dress is from my Amazon shop. I made the sleeves in Be So Fine yarn. I wonder if you can see the detail. The stitch pattern, I'm very happy with the way it turned out. I used some cluster stitches, and I used some shells, some gradually getting larger shells. And then one of my favorite little mesh patterns I did in between the shells. So pretty. I love it very, very much, and I can't wait to share all of it with you. And that should be later today. Very exciting. Yeah, so for those of you who are just joining right now, this is our 500th episode of Create, Share, Inspire podcast, and we are live. Thanks, Annette. I'm so glad everybody likes them too. Yeah, I came up with the idea around noon yesterday and said, I've got an idea. Let's make an outfit and have videos and pattern and chart available by the time we go live tomorrow morning for the 500th episode of the podcast. I gotta tell you, just the chart alone took hours to make, let alone the sleeves and the videos. So, oh, back to the all-day thing. Okay, so I took Marlon to Best Buy yesterday because he needed to change some equipment for his stuff, and I walked by this camera equipment called nesting equipment, and I've got to Google it to figure it out. But you know how we used to do those 15 moments with Kristin videos where I sped up what I did throughout the day? I thought it'd be really great if I could get, and I don't know the right words to use because I'm not very techie in this respect, but I thought if I could get motion sensor cameras in my workspaces, so maybe my kitchen, my outside area, my shipping and yarn room, and also my video studio here, and if I could get each room to have like a webcam kind of a camera, and then motion sensor to record once I come into the room, then I could compile all of those videos at the end of the day and speed them up. And you could truly see then all the things that I juggle throughout the day. I thought it might be pretty entertaining, and it won't be necessarily polished and pretty, which I think sometimes that's even more motivating and inspiring than seeing stuff that's polished and pretty, is seeing how people truly get stuff done, how they juggle things. And so, I don't know, it looked pretty expensive from what I saw. Each camera was a couple $100, so I'm going to do a little more research and see if, and it was a monthly subscription, but it was more for security, so I want to do a little more research and see what I can come up with. But maybe webcam is something different. I remember hearing about webcams years ago, so, and that's usually real time. I don't know. Anyway, it was a thought yesterday, but I was too busy with this thought yesterday, so I put it on the back burner, and we'll get back to it. And if anybody has any information on that they'd like to share, I'm all ears. Well, yeah, if the technology is new now, I agree, Brenda, then it'll be cheaper next year. And I don't know if that's what I needed. It was security footage that did recordings 24 hours a day, and you paid a subscription service to have those 24 hours a day. I don't need that. I need it to be motion censored to just record when I come into a room. I don't need to record when I'm not working or doing. So, yeah, so we'll keep working on that. But I thought it might be super fun and silly. Thank you, Dreama Kazi. Happy 500th episode to you too as well. And for everyone else that's here, this would not happen if it wasn't for all of you, which is why I've tried to work on so many surprises and gifts and things to share with you all today. I mean, I try to do that regularly too, but today that's why we're going to have so many prizes from comments in the recorded video. That's why I work so hard to create a new pattern and tutorials for you. No, they did not come out before we went live this morning, but they will come out today on the day of the 500th episode. So I don't know, I'm going to count that as today. I hope you will too. Thank you, Dina. I'm so in love with the two. I haven't named it yet. Might just call them anniversary sleeves, but that's not very exciting, is it? Terry placed an order for the blanket and Be So Bold yesterday. That's wonderful. Thank you so much. Thank you, Crochet. Oh, Crochet, K-R-O. That's cute. Thank you. Happy 500th episode to you as well. Yes, Annette, that's why I have to do more research. I'm not sure what was the deal with those. Joe, she's going to design a blanket in the new colors of Be So Bold yarn. You remember how the colors are changing between the different colorways? Well, she's going to do some sort of a stripe, I believe, Terry, and combine all of the colors of the spectrum of the whole palette that I did for the collection. And she's going to do an Afghan and all of it. And I can't wait to see it. 500 dream sleeves. That's cute. Yeah. I wasn't sure if 500 was a number was going to work in the title though. So I was thinking maybe calling it anniversary or something. I don't know. I still have to do photography, and I still have to come up with a name and then pull all of it together, and it will be released later today. Fingers crossed, but it should. I think she said she was going to crochet it, Joe. Because we were debating how many balls of yarn she was going to need, and I think she went with 2 balls each of the 5 colors so that she could crochet it. It's going to be beautiful. Hopefully she'll share photos with us in the Create, Share, Inspire podcast Facebook group. Yeah, Joe saw an old pattern of mine for Red Heart. You know, I have written like 800 patterns, I think. I think that's what it says on Ravelry now. And I even stopped cataloging my new stuff on Ravelry earlier this year. So definitely over 800 patterns now. Amazing. I can't believe how many of them I still remember. Okay. Yes, Abraham, the sleeve tutorial will be available later today. If you are just joining the podcast now, I highly recommend watching the whole thing when it goes recorded. I talked about everything to do with the sleeve tutorial. I talked about how to enter to win prizes for our 500th episode today. There's lots of great content here, so please, please go back and watch if you can. I know it'll be to your advantage if you do, and we'd love for you to participate in the contest. So let's pull a quote now out of the Create, Share, Inspire Notebook, Volume 1, Issue 6. Let's see where we are. I think we did Ambrose Bierce yesterday. No, we did Anatole France yesterday. Ooh, this one's nice. This is by Andre Gide. Be faithful to that which exists within yourself. So what do I take from this? I take from this to not give up on yourself, to be true. Being true to yourself and remembering who you are. Sometimes the hard part is figuring out who you are. But once you do figure out who you are, to be faithful or true to yourself and stick to your beliefs and don't let other people push you around, right? I think that that's really wonderful advice. Not as profound as some of the other ones that we've read, but still good advice. I think, like I said, it's a two-parter. I think some of us still have a hard time figuring out who we are, but once you do, then it's super important to not lose faith in yourself and never, ever, ever give up on yourself, right? That's one of the best advice I think you can give anyone, including yourself. Well, we made it, guys. We made it through the 500th episode. Thank you all so much for showing up and participating and supporting and being here and having fun and joining me for all of these episodes. We've had so much fun. We're going to continue to have fun. I'm always open to new ideas. You know that. Thank you, thank you, thank you from the bottom of my heart for joining me for 500 episodes of the Create, Share, Inspire podcast. Thank you for joining me today. I know it's time out of your busy schedule to join me every day, and I appreciate it, and I appreciate you very, very much. Let us make time to create, share, and inspire today and every day. I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye.